it'd be great to do a little bar band, you know, and just do songs for our dead drunk friends.
Alice Cooper here on The Power. Alice, so good to see you. Welcome back. How you been, sir?
Thank you. It's like the calm before the storm right now.
Steering away from music just a tad, I like a good love story, and I absolutely adore your wife, Cheryl. We got to spend a lot of time together on No Cover, and I know that you met, I believe she was 18 years old, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 18 years old, she was one of your dancers. You guys have been together ever since, but I want to know what you and Cheryl do on a night off in Phoenix, at home, or on a date night.
We have, and we do a date night. You know, at 47 years we've been together, and I still treat her like my girlfriend. Every once in a while, every Tuesday night, I whisk her away to a cheap motel.
I love that.
That's the most romantic thing you can
Oh
do.
my God, I love it!
That is so rock and roll, too.
That is so rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden that becomes very, wow, But I mean, you in our situation, I think we still pursue each other. I don't take her for granted at all. And she is such an intricate part of the show. Cheryl in this next show plays a character. She was Mademoiselle Guillotine in the last show. Very elegant, sort of one patch over the eye, and she really looked great. This one, she's Marie Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette is the greatest
I
name
love it.
ever.
You heard it here first on AXS TV on the Power Hour. That is badass.
But I mean, it's also the fact that she does all of the high vocals, not just in my band, but in the Vampires.
And you know what? Let's talk about the Vampires for a sec, because I've never been able to see the Vampires. It's like a dream of mine to be able to see you guys, and Johnny Depp, of course. But what was it like to finally have him back and be doing something that you guys hadn't done for a couple of years?
Well, we hadn't seen each other in 3.5 years. And so I saw him when he was playing with Jeff Beck. And so I went backstage and, I opened the door in his dressing room and I went, "So, what's new?" The Hollywood Vampires, it started out as, when I was doing Dark Shadows with him, the movie, I'd never met Johnny, but I knew he was a guitar player. And we went to do the 100 Club in London that night. The band was going to jam there. And I told Johnny, I said, "Johnny, why don't you come over and play?" And he shows up and nailed it. And we were talking about the Vampires, and I said, it'd be great to do a little bar band, and just do songs for our dead drunk friends. The next thing, we played a hunt for 100 people one night, and then the next show was 250,000 people at Rock in Rio.
That's great, Alice.
Alice, you had told me this great thing when we were on the set of No Cover. I had asked you. At the time, I think Elton John had announced he was, retiring. Ozzy was slowing down. I asked you, if that was ever in your future, and you gave a very stern answer. You said something to me that day that I thought was amazing, and that was, "I'm never going to stop."
Well, that's not in my vocabulary to, the word retire. People say, "Why don't you stop and just play golf?" And I go, "I play golf anyways." I play golf every day, but every if there's a show, I play golf that morning, and then I do the show that night.
I've seen these great pictures of you with the original band, and you guys are like high school kids covering the Beatles. You come to Los Angeles, you play a show in LA, Frank Zappa sees you, completely clear out a venue. Can we talk about that?
We started out playing 4 sets a night in a bar, and you would do all covers. So anyways, we get this one gig, and it's Lenny Bruce's birthday party at the Cheetah Club. The place holds 3,000 people, and we're gonna go on last because if they figured everybody would leave after the Doors, So the Doors go on, and there's still 3,000 people there, and they're all on acid. Right? And all of a sudden, everybody's peace and love. Isn't this wonderful? This is great and lovely. And then all of a sudden you hear, and uplighting, and we cleared the room in about 2 songs. And in the end, there were like 3 people standing there, Miss Christine from the GTOs, and and actually, what Frank wasn't there, but she came home and said, I saw a band tonight that you have got to see. And he was looking for the freakiest bands, of course. So she said, Frank said, be at the log cabin at 7 o'clock tomorrow. And I went, really? So we show up at 7 in the morning.
At night.
Oh my God!
In full Alice, and we start playing. And all of a sudden we see this guy come down and he's got his robe on and he's coffee and a cigarette. And he goes, what the hell are you doing? And he said 7 o'clock. And he says, tonight, 7 o'clock. And he said, but you're here. And he went, okay, I get it. And he says, wait a minute, I don't get it. And I said, what do you mean? And he says, I don't get it at all. I'm Frank Zappa and I don't get it. And I said, well, is that good or bad? And he goes, I'm signing you because I don't get it.
That's so cool.
Hey there, thanks for watching AXS TV. Subscribe, follow, like, and do all the good stuff. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't know, just let us know what your favorite AXS TV show is, or who your favorite bands are, and what artists you're into, or just say hi, man. I'd like to be told hi. We love hearing from you. That's the point, all right? Keep it coming.